because everybody.
We're live.
We've got Jason.
We're still kind of setting up. All right, we're still kind of setting up. I think we're good to go. We swapped out. We'll give everybody kind of a few seconds to come in.
Sure, you'll talk about people as they come in.
I see Zach Andrews is tuning in so far. Hello, everyone.
We've got Roy with us.
We are continuing from at the Scotch Malt Whisky Society Vault in Edinburgh.
It's kind of
correct pronunciation.
Edinburgh. It's more like Edinburgh. I got in a lot of trouble for over enunciating borough. A lot of trouble on that. I know in New York it's the borough. Yeah, I'm all right here. There's grimacing. Edinburgh. I was told phonetically it's Edinburgh.
If you say,
is that better?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
Okay. If you say Edinburgh, you could blend in.
Yeah. See, there's a lot of that. Yeah, there's no blending. So,
all right. So a few more people tuning in. I see more comments rolling in. We'll try to watch. Ben Diedrich with the Scotch Malt Whisky Society. He has a blind tasting for us set up.
And what are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
We're going to test it. Scotch Malt Whisky Society style.
Blind rainbow style.
Ooh.
Because we're going to start with a really light whiskey. Our second one, a little bit darker.
Okay.
And third is really dark. One of these smells of peat because
one of them
I'm picking
smells
it up.
of my favorite, and the middle one smells of yours. I can tell you're going to love
smells of
yours favorite.
Oh. It's not the mouth that comes out of, it's the mind that goes into.
Oh boy. Irish sayings are starting to come out. Wow. Also, Scott will be slagging on me in a little bit.
Light citrus, vanillas, lemongrass, light caramels.
Yeah, I'm with you on the light caramels. Yeah, you got a little hay. Yeah, like fresh mown grass.
How'd you get 3 dark ones?
He brought one over with him. Oh,
but this is definitely lemon is the predominant thing here, right? It's that lemon fresh. Anyone else in the room sipping this? Right?
Whiskey Whims.
Yeah.
Ooh, we did not bring the cowbell. Bing, 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 bing.
A dram tomorrow at the pot still each. Don't take all for yourself, Bart. Thank you. I better get back to work. Have an awesome time, guys. Super emoji smiley.
Stuart Allison.
Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thanks, Stuart. Appreciate it.
Cheers, Stuart.
So
basically, we know the Scotch Malt Whisky Society doesn't add coloring.
Right.
Should be or cast strength.
Yep.
Natural colored, and that's it. That's what I was thinking.
Flavor.
So I'm inclined to think this is ex-bourbon cask just by the color.
Real nice test it. Oh. I got to tell you, I love sitting in the main vaults room down there. What's the actual? I know it's not the vaults room. What's the official?
The members room. The members room at the vaults.
And
you've not even had your ass in the leather sofas yet.
I know.
Once you get sat there, it's difficult.
I already got mesmerized by the ceiling, though. I think you caught video of me just sitting there. Oh, look at that! There's another little detail.
We say cheeks on our channel, Roy.
Yeah, we don't drop the ass.
They're at work as well. It's before the watershed, right?
No, we do. We're just teasing.
Boy, nice rich mouthfeel. Again, I think ex-bourbon cask, or probably even a third fill. Light.
Wow, you're really like.
So I think
I'll land here, and
we'll start with me, and I'll go a yes or no, and we can work that direction.
A yes or no.
I think this is Scotch. What do you think?
Yes.
Wholeheartedly. I'm like, you're calling it what'd you call it? A third fill?
Was just because of how light it is. I mean, it could be first fill.
How do you?
I think it's ex-bourbon, Hogshead territory, right? I think we're speaking about.
Hogshead.
And to me, it's a wee bit. It's a wee bit. It could border a Highland Speyside. It could be like a Tomatin, that kind of style.
Really?
I don't know what Ben's actually after. I know he probably doesn't want us to talk about but he's probably talking about ABV, age,
distillery.
Yeah, he didn't care. He's even going to bring in the bottles a little later, all but one, I guess.
High 50s. ABV.
We'll get to see them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'll say yes or no. 10 years old.
I go 2 years older, 11 or
Oh
12.
my God, I'm calling you guys all crazy. I couldn't put all that on there.
Well, guess.
No, it would be crazy. Why
Air
would I
boldly.
guess? That wouldn't be air. That'd be air foolery. Yeah, I believe this is a 4.5 filling of the cask. This cask had a char in the States where it originally came from, was a number 4 alligator char. No, I couldn't.
Well,
How are you doing all that?
that's what Ben
Third
wanted you
fill.
to do.
Slagging. We'll slag it on you.
We'll tell Ben
Excellent.
Bart's not wanting to play along with his blind
No,
tasting rules.
I'm going to tell you what I taste.
But we haven't taken. You could choose to agree with Scott at 10 years, or say a bit younger, a bit older. Just for the
Older.
fun of it. You think older as well?
I do.
Wee bit older.
Wee bit older.
Let's see if I had a little water.
Bet you say
Yes.
I'm 9 years old.
My 10 years came in really based on the color. I don't know that I've seen a
Really?
12 to
You're
15
judging
that
color.
color. Yeah.
But if it would be third fill,
I've seen
That would be the only, if it was a third fill, then it would be a lighter color longer.
I've seen 30-year-olds this light.
sure.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
That is true.
There's sometimes there's nothing better. I always say that, an old tired cask. Give the whiskey enough time in an old cask so that the environment has a chance to have a bit of a voice as well.
Ooh.
And the wood never fully overpowers, even after years and years. It never fully overpowers the spirit, right?
A touch of water, open it up a little bit. I got a little bit of the light grape note.
Yeah.
Huh.
Nice legs on it. Nice oil.
I think we're settling somewhere in maybe the banding is I'm kind of moving a wee bit younger now, between 9 and 12 years. No, each one at a time, I think.
Okay.
What do you think?
All right.
Are we ready for the reveal?
Yeah.
So we're,
Yeah,
yeah,
bring it,
go,
bring it.
let
Ben's
Roy,
ready.
let Roy go ahead and summarize.
Yeah.
Well,
Where we're
you
at.
need to disagree if
I
you
would-
think, right? I'm thinking between 8 and 12 years. I'm thinking ex-bourbon cask.
You keep going lower.
Fairly
You
clean.
said you started at 10 to 12.
Well,
And
let
then
me
you
join
said
in.
a little bit older than
9 to
that.
12, and now it's 8 to 12.
No, you should be relaxed.
Oh, yeah. You're too expertish.
So I've
No, he's
I-
summarizing,
I've
though,
been-
what
I've
we
been
said.
corrected by Jason by Whiskey Rover, and he's absolutely right. I'll wait. You just
No, you're good. I already put what I got on there.
and I think that my feeling would be I'd be somewhere, and this is just purely on regionalities and often broken concept, but I still like it. I like the idea, especially when you're bringing people into whiskey, that regionality's there. It's an easy access step in, right? But I would say that to me, it's kind of a border between a Highland style and a light Speyside. I'd say something like maybe a Tomatin would be a good example of that kind of style I'm after. I like a Speyside, like a light Linkwood, something like that. That's kind of where I am, and I don't know. You guys disagree or say where you might be. It's going to be
Agreed.
It's going to be an unpeated Isla, right?
Agreed. Yeah, agree with everything you said there. Highland. I'm going Highland Speyside style. I think it's 10, I'd say 9 or 10 years old. High 50s ABV, ex-bourbon, single malt.
Right, this is where we look like idiots.
Poking. Yeah, it's a good call. I agree with Scott.
Air boldly.
No, I'm going to say it's a little older than 10 years. I wouldn't even hazard a guess on picking a region. I do agree 100% with what you're saying, especially when I have folks come over for the first time. I will tell them there's so many different regions, the different styles, although they don't all conform to that region. But, and I was a late peat head, and I've had a lot of folks come over and say, "Ooh, I tried Scotch once, and it was so smoky that and I'm like, hey, I can give you something from the lowlands that's going to be really light and have a touch of custard." And so I'll use the regions as well to maybe kind of open them up and say, hey, try something that's going to be not even close to what you were probably given by somebody at a bar who thought it'd be funny to give you what I would love, which would be some real strong Ardbeg Lefroy or something. So, but I'll use it on that frame. But I can't really, I wouldn't be able, I couldn't nail it down to a region here at all. I agree with what you're saying. It seems like I get that grassy note, the light, maybe some light caramels on the finish, which I could see it being an ex-bourbon cask.
The reason I kept coming younger is because when I added a wee bit of water, the malt became obvious. So we're getting a bit of cereal now. I don't know if you. And what's going to be interesting for you guys is when you start visiting these distilleries, you're going to get smells that you have not had in your library before, right? that malt, the mashing smells, the fermentation smells, the smells of the still house is just wonderful. It's just,
So how did the tasting panel do? That's got a pink top to it.
and by the way, the reason
that
I'm committing is not because I feel very strongly it is that style. It's just for the sake of putting.
We're going to score it blind. Like the tasting
Oh,
panel.
wow.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
In terms of a score,
Sure.
90.
It's done quite well.
Okay, 87 for me. I mean, I like
So
it,
it's
but
an
if I'm
8
gonna, I can already smell some peat further ahead. I'm telling you, I'm picking up peat further ahead.
Cap it.
No, don't cap my peat.
Fruitalicious, a 12-year-old.
So your initial.
You kept coming down.
Yeah.
Took the bag.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I said
Fruitalicious. The palate is sweet and fruity, sweety tobacco, strawberry Mivy ice creams. There's a very British reference there, Mivy ice creams, right? Do you have those? I know what a Mivy is. It used to be a sweet coated ice cream. I think it was strawberry on the outside and vanilla on the inside. Forest fruit sorbet, but Cajun spices, cassis, and oak haunt the finish.
See, I don't know about Cajun spices.
There's a hint. There's maybe a gingery hint right now, but
What else you got?
and haunt the finish. Okay, and
As
it's a second fill ex bourbon.
Ooh,
And the
he's-
region
he's
is-
mad
the
now. He
region's-
said third.
The region is Highland.
Ah, nice.
Wow,
What?
it's like Glendronach.
Ooh, very nice.
Fantastic.
That has spent the majority of its life in a bourbon, maybe finished in. That's just all bourbon.
This is exclusively.
That's good.
The only reason that
Yeah.
would not appear in a bourbon would be and it's clearly bourbon.
Mhm.
Very nice.
Not
Yeah.
bad. Not
That's
bad.
nice to see the Glendronach profile though, without
In a
the
bourbon
without
cask.
the
That's the
heavy
beauty of
sherry.
a single cask, right?
Fruitalicious.
By the way, people that are commenting when you highlight us, I know we're not addressing you. We're kind of busy. We're talking and everything. We are seeing them.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
keep commenting.
Yep.
All right, we're ready for number
We're in
2.
Vault heaven.
I'd say we won.
Hold on, Clint.
We won
We
that
won.
on that one, didn't we?
He was a winner. No, he was
Winner,
retreating. He was
winner.
retreating all the way back from
Chicken
years.
dinner.
He was down to 7.2.
I think it's 5 years, between 5 and 15.
I believe this is new make.
So what Ben has done for the opener, his opening salvo is to give us something that's completely anti the distillery style. Because
As it
Glendronach,
should.
of course, is known for being that super.
And who called
super
that?
Sherry bomb.
I think that's what's good with Scotch Malt Whiskey Society bottlings is that it doesn't conform.
The single cask thing, absolutely.
I mean, quite honestly. All right.
Number 2 is a familiar profile.
Yeah, this is one I believe was chosen for Scott's delicacies.
I got a lot of.
Come on. You go ahead. I know what you're getting here.
I got a lot of caramels,
And
burnt caramel.
sherry fruits. Come on. Totally. Come on. I'm getting cherries. Yeah,
Oaks,
like the
caramels,
rind of the
vanillas.
cherry.
That's spice. That's spice. On
You
the
get
finish,
spice, you get
especially.
like a clove. Oh, on the finish, you've tasted already?
Baking spices, cooking spices,
Wow.
sweeter spices on the finish.
Bacon spices.
Baking.
Oh, baking.
Baking
Sorry,
spices.
baking. I
That's the
missed
lazy.
that. Yeah,
the lazy.
yeah. I
diction.
was bacon. I was like
spices.
bacon spices. What is that?
Bacon spices sounds nice.
Bacon. Gotcha. My bad. I'm the foreigner here, baby. I'm the foreigner here. We were in Heathrow, and he had mentioned how awesome it was that we're sitting there eating. First of all, we hadn't slept in like 32 hours, but you're hearing some German over here.
Mhm.
Can't miss the German. You got some French coming in over here. Spanish from Spain was
Mhm.
going on.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was just this beautiful melding of,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
All different
I mean, you could
cultures coming
Yeah.
together to eat.
Spanish from Spain, though, right?
from Spain.
Imagine.
I can tell I'm used to Mexican Spanish. No offense to any Mexicans.
All right,
out there.
right.
I've got a Cuban buddy that he can barely be understood. And my wife's Puerto Rican, so she'll do this. She does this weird thing with the Spanish that comes over that there's always these
The pronunciation.
debates. Yeah. What do you got here? This is your baby, I can tell.
Oloroso,
Yeah.
light to medium though, not overpowering. Oak, he's right on the spices, the cinnamons, nutmegs. I think a lot of the distillery character is still showing through.
It's sweet Oloroso though,
Mhm.
don't you think? There's a sweetness.
You think PX?
It's not as sweet as I thought it was.
It goes
gonna be,
dry.
actually.
The mid
Yeah.
palate to the finish is dry, and the spice comes
Yeah.
in. But on arrival, it's sweet. And in fact, when I nosed this and just on first approach, I was tempted to suggest it might have been a wee bit of Madeira cask or something like that. But there's a sweetness there. But it dries out. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's
The
consistent. with
nose is sweeter than the mouth. It's a little drier.
that.
Palate is saying Oloroso to me.
So I would suggest this is 55, 54%.
It's
ABV.
At least, yeah.
I'm going to suggest it's suggestive of a very typical, rich, traditional Speyside style. So I'm looking at Glenfarclas, that kind of idea, that kind of area, region.
Wow.
You think?
No,
And I would say age-wise, we're in the teens.
bless you.
Bless you.
I'm going to say we're
Very
into
polite.
the teens.
The teens.
That's what I'm just for
I'm
kicks.
calling you correct. I'm curious here though, because this is definitely kind of your baby. Although a little drier than, like I said, than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be juicy and it's still mouth-watering.
This is
I
definitely
love this nose.
a Scott dram, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
it's
felt
very
like
nice.
it was an Oloroso.
Yeah, I get Oloroso. Yeah, I mean, your ABV is up there. It's going to be, it's 55, 56.
Almost always look at that.
Feels 15 years old, maybe a little older. Distillery, I can't even take a guess.
Nope. That's the hard thing to
That's
do here.
you
No,
surprised me
just
with
for fun.
Glenfarclas.
Just for fun. Just because if you get it right, it's just just for fun. Just throw a dart. But I'd also say as well, Bart suggested cloves a wee bit earlier. But after you've let it go for a while, I've not had a sip in quite a while. All I've got now is a clove.
Yeah. Yeah, I pick up a little dry clove, mostly in the finish.
Well, what if I said it reminds me of Macallan 12? So I'd say Macallan.
Wow, nice shout.
Let's go with it.
Nice call. Just guess.
Well,
It's a lovely dram, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
very nice.
delicious. Yeah.
Let's score it.
Score it.
I'm 87 again.
I was going to say.
See, he's always on me. That's half the fun.
80.
What the hell?
Get out!
It's 103, man. It's 103. I'm like, yeah. How long can your scores keep climbing? That's all I want to know.
Do you know what I'll say about it as well? It's more
87 is not bad for me.
for its style. You want to go back and sit more.
Mhm.
It's that nice dry and finish. It'll just kind of tempt you back for a bit more. Come on, Ben, put us out your misery. Tell.
92 plus or minus.
Playing tricks again.
This might be a little cruel.
Hold on. 92 plus or minus 8? Is that what I heard you say?
Yeah.
This may be a little cruel.
I can tell by his face. It's not might be a little cruel. It's absolutely
Ooh,
Armagnac.
Armagnac.
Wow.
Isn't that something? Pull a little fast one.
fruity pipe tobacco.
Yes. Nice. Very good.
Well, that
Actually
would
shows the range.
that would suggest that kind of Madeira sweetness that I got on approach.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you were getting a different.
What is the ABV though?
That's only 46.
Really?
Some age.
Yeah. Well, that's what dragged me low in the 50s.
Fruity.
Fresh figs, ripe plums, old car seats.
Well, I hope you
pipe
enjoy the stream,
tobacco.
folks, because he's just given us an Armagnac, so it'll be the last time we're at SMWS for a live stream, right?
That's what I love. I love that.
That one's available both in the US and the UK, so I know a lot of members have that. Maybe some people tune in.
That's perfect.
Right, so it's available in both. Yep.
It still
Yeah.
doesn't. I've picked an Armagnac out in blind before. I said that tastes like an Armagnac. I don't get it.
And
And that tastes like a single malt Scotch.
One of my most embarrassing
That does.
moments was blind tasting
No,
with
it tastes like
samples.
Armagnac now.
And it was
Yeah.
an Armagnac in my pronunciation, not even knowing what I had because they'll just throw names and things on there. And boy, did I.
For Ben to say that's a little cruel must be that's the
Keep doing that. You know,
the understatement of the week.
yeah, you knew it was coming. He's going to throw a little slider in there. It's Chicago.
Okay, let's have a wee. Do you know what the last one has been reminded me of on first?
Hey, if there's anybody that doesn't mind swapping germs, if you want to try,
Absolutely. Tuck in.
Palate cleanser.
Yeah, the STDs.
so the first
You can
one
tell
and then
the
the
color.
Armagnac,
You want
just
some
take them both
Armagnac.
over there. You bet.
Yep, there's another
Enjoy
Armagnac.
it. Yep,
Whatever's
some
left
barbecue
there.
And Madison, are you working, aren't you?
Yeah, she's working. She says no.
Come on. I'm just asking.
Look at this. Thank you, sir. First of all, it's so dark, though.
I'm telling you, and the peat.
Yeah, the peat was crawling out of here, so much so, Scott had to cap it.
The peat and the color on this is
super dark.
30 years old.
No.
Just going on the color.
What does it remind you?
Or
it's going to have something going on here.
Oh yeah,
he's doing.
You're going to say
something.
the Moine Oloroso.
Really?
Yeah.
You're saying
it could be.
Yeah.
It could be
it
younger.
Feels like there's something special going
with
on
a heavy sherry spin on it.
Yeah, look at that.
Hold on though.
Sweet tobacco.
I'm saying Ardbeg on the nose.
So if we don't focus on the peat, if we try and focus on the sherry, I think it's bone dry.
That's cruelty.
I can't.
But
I don't get it.
We'll get to peat.
I want to focus on the peat.
I get peat.
Okay, I'll dive deeper here.
There's a sweetness.
Oh, there's a ton of sweetness rolling out of here.
There's usually a tell on PX, right? When you approach the PX, you get that really syrupy sweet PX.
Okay.
But I think this is a dry. I think it's.
You think it's going to be dry and not syrupy sweet?
Sherry, right?
Okay. I mean, there's definitely, you can tell that's what it's like. This is the Scott Barton blend in a glass. That's what I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Just from the nose, because you get the peat. Yeah, no, look at that. That's like, I don't even know if you describe the color. It's like Coca-Cola dark.
Scott and Bart had a baby.
Yeah, if we had a baby. This is a baby.
If that was possible, and it happened.
Genetically within 25 years.
What was the first one you had on Roy's live stream? What was it?
Kill
a
Holman.
21-year-old.
See, that tastes more like a Kill Holman or something to me. It's got a little bit more of the ashiness.
Start to finish, it's very reminiscent of that. Moine Oloroso.
But boy, howdy, is that a different kind of? You're right. It's a drier. That's something.
It's like jam. I don't know what you call jam in the States. You call it jelly.
Jam. We have jelly, but jelly's the cheap version. Then you have jam. Jam's more natural fruit based.
Cooked fruit and sugar.
Yeah,
it's very jammy.
But it's got a real dry finish.
I don't want it. Jason said barbecue. I don't think it's sweet, syrupy barbecue. I think it'd
be closer to like a dry rub if you were going to use that.
Right.
That's something else though, because you're right. I'm used to getting something I expected from the nose. I think a little bit more of the syrupiness.
But to me, this is just,
and it's not at all.
This is a sit for an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
We talk about an ounce for an hour. Easy.
A lot of cigarette ash on the tail end.
Okay,
I get a dark sweetness. I did not get separate, like this is Oloroso, there's the plum, there's a raisin.
So his MO so far has been to throw, curveballs, right? Banana skins. But we have to go on what our palate tells us, okay? Because we can't allow for his banana skins. So
you're killing me with I'm thinking of Ben as a banana skin.
There might be a bit banana in there, right? Just by the power of suggestion. But what I'm saying is that I think this is Isla. I think there is cigarette ash. I think there is. You said Ardbeg in the nose, but I don't think. Yeah. On the peat in here is here and it's powerful, but it's not a complete. I think
a little sweet tobacco though too.
Absolutely. I'm going to suggest that is Isla, certainly in style. I don't know if it is Isla or not, but in style, it's absolutely Isla in style.
100%.
It's briny. There's salt. I've got salt now.
Yep.
And I'd say the jam and the fruit is there as well. This is an absolutely terrific jam. I don't know what this is, but
there's almost a slight.
This is, if I take home a bottle from these vaults today, it's this one.
Really? There's like a dry, almost menthol finish that's very interesting.
I'm going to suggest it's first fill Oloroso, and I think it's less than 10 years old.
With that color?
Yeah.
That would be a heavy Oloroso cask if it's less than 10. I think it's older, and I'm going actually with the cigarette ash. I'm going Lafroig, and I think it's 18 years Oloroso.
Wow,
first fill.
All right, Kilhoman 13.
Go 6. Go completely.
First of all, I wanted to don't tell me what number to pick. That's what I'm telling you. Go 6. What are you doing? I already said it. Kilhoman 13.
Out here.
Because I can tell you, it's definitely, to me, it's definitely Isla. But yeah, there's a curveball in here as well, and the dry finish is definitely throwing me.
It's going to end up being like an Ardmore.
Right, but that's the beauty of the single cask, and who knows the.
It's a peated Glenfiddich.
Where would you score it though?
That's high.
Mm-hmm.
91. 394.
Wow, you're up there then. I see that's a 91 for me.
And I've said
That's great.
it's a 9 out of 10. It's a cracking whiskey.
Yeah.
But I think to me there's a wee bit of
I want this
bright
whole.
vibrancy that suggests a bit of youth about
I
it.
need that to open.
So obviously, I'm going to be wrong.
Yeah.
So do we do the
So
reveal?
one thing, did you add any?
Do we all agree it's? Did we
Oh,
get
I
the
never did
silent?
that.
Hold on. No water was added. Let's get a little bit of. Ooh.
I agree, Isla. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because even if it's not Isla, that's the style. That's the whiskey is made in that.
I think it's Indian.
Right. So,
Yeah.
go for
This
it.
is en route Isla style.
Yeah. It's a recent Paul John.
That's good. Yeah. Ooh, with the water touch in there, I get some coffee notes.
We want to know. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I didn't get
Sorry?
that on the first time. Yeah, okay, we gotta know. I got to know.
Are we even close?
Ah,
Not even close.
no,
You are.
we're close.
You're going there in 2 days.
Oh yeah,
To the region at least.
yes.
So,
Lila.
You can't walk out with it because it hasn't been released.
Ah.
No one else has tried this yet,
Can we even talk
except for a
about?
few people on staff.
So no one's tried it. Ben is saying in the background, you might not hear him, but nobody's tried it and it's not been released yet. So we're not leaving here with it.
I haven't tried it yet either.
Yeah, we cannot
Not
try
tried
that.
this.
We can't have this yet.
Just in a minute.
Yeah, he'll get in a second. He'll get in a
You guys
second.
can share.
Everybody else wants some
Yeah.
of it.
Once I reveal. So
I was taken.
None of you are getting this.
Sorry.
Sorry.
We can't pour anymore. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'll let you have a wee drive
Hold
by.
on, let me trade glasses with you.
All right. So there's a bottle.
Okay.
Can we show this? No. We can't. Okay.
Wow.
No?
Okay, I said it was young and youthful and vibrant. It's 19 years old, and you can tell by the
Can we
dark
say
labels
anything?
that it's
Hold on.
an older product.
Are we
This is
getting-
a visceral elemental experience. It's a cask 29.260, and it's in this is one of the Fischel
Ooh.
Wow.
You kind of called that.
in celebration of Isla Festival 2019. Now 29.
Yeah.
How
Is
good's
that,
your
is that
memory?
Bunnahabhain? It's Lafroig. Lafroig.
If that's what you called.
Wow.
Nice.
You guys doubt me?
Yeah.
It's a 19-year-old. So where's the cast? Where's the
19-year-old.
cast details on
Thank
this?
you.
It
19-year-old.
doesn't say.
It's
Recasking.
16 years. American alcohol
Oh.
3 years first full Spanish.
Mm,
So there you go. That's the 16 years in
that.
American Oak Oloroso, and then 3 years in a first fill Spanish Oak
What?
Oloroso.
Nothing.
That's a pretty special whiskey. One of 507 bottles, a decent outturn, 507.
Hold on a second. Let me rephrase. You don't want to pick this up when it first comes out. You want to give time for people in Kansas to maybe get a hold of it. Yeah.
We can't really reveal much.
All right. We do not know when
That's,
this will be released.
There's a lot
Yes.
of, that's all we can reveal.
That's
So
all we
this
can
is-
say.
A visceral elemental experience. That's a good title book for a
Yeah.
fabulous
Yeah, keep an eye
whiskey,
on your
right?
emails.
Right.
They'll be coming in.
Fabulous whiskey.
Fabulous.
Next week?
I'm not
Oh.
saying that.
And I'll drink it too.
Is this one of the whiskies that makes you think you're living in the wrong land? Is that what you said?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you actually talked him into switching your glasses.
No.
I would like to say I called an 18-year Lafroig in Oloroso, but Bill, did you get to try it? Here,
Hold on. I
Is that
traded
mine?
you secretly.
we're sharing with everybody watching.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Yeah, that's it.
There was a lot of comments. Hold on. Eric Wade even
There is a
came
drop
in
of water in it.
with a Eric Wade, ding, 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 $10. Great seeing you gentlemen together. I use the term loosely. Looking forward to meeting up with y'all in October.
All right. Well, I think
Start putting ninja skills to work.
Wow, that is
Anytime
good.
Roy's reading.
That
I
is a
can
good
pull
one.
fast one.
Well, you know what
That
I
is
always
good.
say? It's not whiskey until it's
Sure.
stolen.
That's right. Just a little 3-card Monty going on there.
Wonderful, wonderful stuff.
that is a
That
good
is
one.
delicious.
All
The
right.
smoke stays with you on the palate.
Spread it
Share it
spread
around.
it
Share it
around,
around.
spread
Everybody
it
else
around.
can taste. All right, are we ready?
I think
Anything
so.
else? All right. Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro. Dummies.
Thank you, Ben.
Cheers.
Mm.